Hello choir, here are some notes about Wonderful Peace. We'll look at the music and also at the playlist that I put together on YouTube. So here on YouTube we have a playlist with tracks for soprano, alto, tenor, bass, and then one track with all the parts on there. You can use whatever you're comfortable with, so if you sing soprano but you'd rather use the track that has all the parts on it, you're welcome to do so. They're all the exact same timing, but just each one has the part highlighted, soprano, alto, tenor, or bass, on those particular tracks. All right, the music, just a few things I want to draw your attention to. It's marked not too slowly, and in our last rehearsal I talked to you a little bit about that. I tried to find a tempo that works, but is not dragging. The first line is marked piano. Throughout this, there are these little crescendos and decrescendos, but you don't have to really think too much about them. Well, do, but they kind of happen naturally, especially given the shape of the phrase. These little crescendos and decrescendos. However, I do want you to notice that the first line is marked piano, and it's probably more like a mezzo piano. And then this line here is marked mezzo forte, just not forte, just mezzo forte, please. And then we see on the top of the next page, it's marked piano again, and then mezzo forte. This one can be a little bit more than this one, so a little more forte here, just to create a bit of contrast. And then piano again at the end. Okay, let's look at the breaths and articulation. It's essentially a 2-bar phrase each time. 2 bars, breath, 2 bars, breath, 2 bars, breath. Put this T on the 6th beat of the 6/8 time, so it's still is the night, then. So put it on the 6th beat there, if you're counting in 6/8. Connect, connect, connect. Breathe, put this T in the same spot. Praises sing, you can use a pitched G, ng, at the cutoff on that 6th beat. Connect, connect. A poco retardando, a little slower there. And then a fermata. Now, at this point here, and at this point here, and at this point here, and this point here, there are pauses. So it's not just a breath, it's a cutoff, a release, a breath, and then back in. And I indicate that on the videos, but just I want to make sure you know that. So it's, we finish that phrase, and then breathe and come back in separately. Same thing here. And it makes sense. You have a fermata here, and a fermata there. And then a release, and then a breath, and back in on the next downbeat. Phrasing here is the same as the beginning. Remember, I asked a little bit more forte here. So this can be mezzo forte, and this can be more forte, if you wish. Connect, connect, connect. Breathe, same 2-bar phrases. And then when we get down to here, another poco retardando, and another full, almost like a full beat of breath there. I've added a fermata here that's not in your score. So please mark that so that we have another lift right here. And then I'm going to be conducting each of these. I think I conduct each of these on the track. And we're going to close to N for one pulse. So it'll be given, release. And I'll conduct that. I'll kind of close my fingers to the N and then release. So we close to the N and then release. Basses, note that you have a split here. Either stay on the C or go down to the low F. Either stay on the C or go down to the low F. Because we're recording this as a virtual choir, it really doesn't matter to me. If all of you stay on the C, I can seriously sing the F on a recording and mix it in. That should be it for you for this piece. I tried to make the track as natural as possible. I recorded it several times. I ended up keeping the one I kept. It's difficult. I found it difficult to arrive at the exact phrasing and the exact tempo that I wanted without an actual choir. So hopefully this works out well. And this is 5 minutes, and that's enough of me talking. So get to practicing and get to recording. Thanks, guys.